Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are just joining us, you are welcome, and to all my returning subscribers, you are welcome as well. So today we'll be learning how to make this padded turban gele. And if this is something you are interested in, kindly keep on watching. Make sure you click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so I'll be notified anytime I upload a video. Give this video a thumbs up and share to more people that you thought might need it. Let's get started. Our turban gele. I've already made the turban. I've made the V-Base Turban, so we'll not be focusing on this. I have a tutorial on how to make this V-Base Turban, so in case you don't know how to make it, you can go and watch it. I'll put the link of the tutorial in my description box below. So we set it as this aside. 5 inches width, 5 inches width, and 38 inches for the length. 5 inches width, 38 inches for the length. We have that in 3 places. 1, 2, 3, which measure 38 inches for the length and 5 inches for the width in 3 places. So we now have this one long one, which will be at the upper part, at the top. The length is 47 inches for the length, and the width is also 5 inches for the width. The width is the same. It's also 5 inches for the width. So now we are going to be using our foam. This is a 1/2 inch foam. You can use 1 inch foam. The reason why I use 1/2 inch foam is because I'm going to fold mine into 2. But I will fold 2, I will not fold 2. So these 2 that I will not fold, look at this one, is 2 inches for the width, and the length is 33 inches. I have this in 2 places because by the time I finish sewing the fabric, by the time I finish sewing it, we are going to sew it right side facing each other like this. We'll sew it and we turn it out. We do the same thing for the 4 fabric. So by the time you finish sewing it, this is 5. By the time you finish sewing it, you sew it with 1 inch. So by the time you finish sewing it, it will give you 4 inches. So when you fold it like this, so when you measure it like this, it will not give you 2 inches. So that's the reason why I cut 2 inches width of this one. So I will now insert this 2 inches inside this one, then we fold it. So by the time we fold it like this, it will give it 1 inch. You understand? When you get to that place, you understand. So I cut this 2 inches by 33 in 2 places. Then I cut this one. It's the same length. It's the same 33 inches for the length. The same 33 inches for the length, but the width of this one is 4 inches for the width, because I'm going to fold it before I insert it into the fabric. I'm going to fold it before I insert it. Same thing with this one too, which will be at the upper part. The length is 42 inches for the length, which is for the fabric of the 46, because I don't want it to get to the mouth. That's why I reduced the length of the foam. So the width of this foam is also 4 inches. Reason why, because I'm going to also fold this also into 2 before inserting it inside the fabric. When we get to that place, you understand. So now what I'll go and do now is to take these 4 pieces that I have here with me. I'll take it to my sewing machine, fold it like this, like I said earlier, fold it, then I will sew it and turn it inside out. I'll do the same thing for the 4, then we'll continue from there. So here is it. I have sewed it and I have turned it inside out. So I will set this, the longest one, which is the 45, and one of the 36. I will set these 2. I will set them aside. So now we'll work with these 2. So these 2 are the ones I'm going to insert these 2 inches and fold, as in the one that the width is 2 inches that I mentioned earlier. You can see these 2 inches. And inside this, I will insert it inside this. I will put one here and put one the other side. So let me insert it off camera so that this video will not be too long. I don't want to bore you guys. So when I finish inserting the foam inside the tube, then I'll show you the next step to take. So when I finish inserting this 1/2 inch foam, I did not like the way it looked like. This style, I've not done it before. It's one of my subscribers that is on my YouTube group that asks how to make this, and I promised to make a tutorial on it. So she's the one I'm making the tutorial for. And if you are also interested, you are lucky. So I don't like the way it turns out because I want it to be full. Discover that even though I'm going to fold it like this, it will still give me what I wanted. So, and I cut out 1 inch foam and insert it here, and I like what the 1 inch is giving me. So I'm going to use 1 inch foam for everything. This is what the 1 inch foams look like. This is it. It's not as flat as this 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch. This is 1 inch. You can see the difference. You can see it's because I don't want to be too big. That's why I wanted to use 1/2 inch before, but the 1/2 inch is not working. It's not giving me what I wanted, so I will opt for 1 inch. So when you want to use your own, just use 1 inch foam instead of 1/2 inch. Don't use 1/2 inch foam, use 1 inch foam. So I will use 1 inch foam for everything. So after inserting it, then we'll continue from there. So I have inserted into the 2 single one. So I told you that I changed everything to 1 inch foam. So this one too, I also changed them to 1 inch. So now I'm going to take the longest one and one of the 36. I changed them to 20, but I cut them in 4 inches because I'm going to be folding this. This is what will be on top. So I'll fold it and insert it inside. I'll do the same thing for one of the 36 and the longest one, which is the 42. So I'll fold it like this. I'll fold the foam into 2 and insert it so that it will give you that highness at the top, at the upper part. So if you have watched to this point, kindly click the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and join my WhatsApp group. It's in my WhatsApp group that one of my subscribers sent this style for me to do tutorials on for her. So that's just the essence of that WhatsApp group, so that you'll be able to send any style you want me to make tutorials on and ask questions anywhere you are on any style, maybe auto gele, turban, or cap, anything at all concerning headwear that you are finding it difficult to work on. So you send it to me on that group. That group is more closer to me than on YouTube, you understand. So I will insert these 2 off camera, this last 36 and the longest one, which is the 46 inches. I will insert their foam, then we'll continue from there. So I have finished inserting everything. I will say the hardest part of this style is putting the foam inside the fabric, especially this one that I doubled. This one that I did not double is still a bit easier, but this one that I doubled, it took a lot of time before I could put it. So now we are going to couple it on our turban. So that is the next step now. But to couple it, we place it on our mannequin. So these 2 small ones, these 2 single that I did not fold, I'm going to fold it into 2 like this. I'll fold the second one too into 2 this way. Then I'll match it here at this down part, and then I will use my needle and thread to hold those 2 parts together. You can sew it if you are new. You can use your machine to sew the 2 more together, but I'm going to be using my needle and thread to just tack it in place to hold it, the 2 marks. You don't want yours to be as bogus as mine, because it was, when I tried it before as I put it on top of each other, it was really high. So you don't want your own to be as high as this. You can, the last 2 that I doubled, that I doubled the foam, so you can just do it one like this one instead of doubling it like I did. But I think the beauty of this style is how big and bogus it looks. That give you that beauty. But there's a trick you can also use, which I'm going to use now, to make it not to be too bogus and too small. You understand? To just be on the moderate size. Now I have all these two together just to keep it in place like this. So I'm going to place it on the mannequin. Let me adjust my camera so it will be visible. So now I'm going to place these two on top of it. Let it start at the back of the mannequin. That is what will give you the beauty, at the neck of the mannequin. So I'm going to use my office pen to pin it down first so that it will be in place before we continue. So I have pinned it down with pen at the back of the neck. So now, if you have someone around, someone helping you to hold it will be a lot easier because of the foam, how bogus the foam is, you know now. So getting someone to help you to hold it, it will be a little bit easier for you to work with than me that I'm just struggling. So you are going to drag it. That's why it's good to cut the length on the stretchy part of your fabric. I'm using wall silk fabric, so that stretchy part, you cut your length from there so that it will be easier for you to be able to drag. You know, it's stretchy. So you are going to drag it, especially this upper part, because I want it. This is the center, the V-base center. So I want it to pass the V-base like 2 inches after the V-base. You understand? So we're going to drag this upper part to meet this one here. And as you are dragging, you come and be arranging it here, because it will want to move. You get what I'm saying? If you want to be moving, make sure you drag it very well. This upper part, you drag it down. You can see the way I drag mine. This one will still go to the back. So I didn't need someone to hold it for me now. You know, it will not be shaking like this, but I'll still work my way around it. So you make sure it passes the center of the V-base. So I'm going to tack this one down now with my needle and thread. I will tack it down to the fabric, to the cap, to the turban cap. So I'll tack this part down to the turban cap. I'm looking at to cut the thread away. Then we'll now bring these two. We first of all put the 34 on top. First of all put the 34 before we now put the 45. But those ones we start from this part, from down here. Let me do the 35. So to start from here, you can push this one to the back. So what I'm going to start from here, then on top of it like this. So if you like it like this 5, you can leave it like this 5 here. Leave it like this 5, but I'm still going to add that 34 on top of it. And we have that 46 rather. I will add it on top and I will press it down. That's the trick there. Once you press it down, when you give, you know it's foam, so I'll press it down. So once I press it down, it will not be overly big. You understand? It will still be you press it down, or you can, instead of doubling like I did, you can just do 1 like this one. Instead of doubling, you know, this one is 4 inches. I fold it into 2 and tuck it inside. So that's why it's big like this. So you don't want your own to be this big. So you can just, you know, use 1. So now I'm going to try my best, because there is nobody here to help me to hold it. I'll try my best to tack it. If you have watched my auto gele video, so I will tack it. I will tack here. Let me explain because I'll be doing that off camera. So I will tack here down, tack this middle, tack the down part, then the back I'll tack it together, then I'll put undo at the back. I will not show all this step because if you have watched my auto gele, you should know how to do that step, or I will just put a link of one auto gele video at the description box so that you know how to do it. But when you want to pass your needle through, don't let your needle show up here. This up part has to be in it. So you poke in your needle from here, this one, then you pass it from inside down back, if you understand. Don't let your needle show up here. Anything you do, don't let your needle show up here. Your needle should end here, then you pass it inside and come out from it, then you enter inside back and make it tight so that your needle will not show. This upper part has to be very, very neat. So I hope you understand. So I'll do my off camera, then I'll show you the outcome. So here is the finished look after I have finished tacking. This is the back. You can see I put undo. If you watch my auto gele video, you know how to put this undo. So I tack it here. You can see the tack part. You can see the front. This is it. So I trim out this applique. So I'm going to be using this applique too. I'll put it here to cover that sewing part. Then I'll put this second one too here like this. So it will be two applique, one here and one at this side too. But if you want to put only here, you can only put here if you want. If you want, you can put only on this side, but I want it to be two, so I'll put one here and I'll put the second one here. So let me go and glue it with my glue gun, then I'll show you the finished look. So here is the finished look after I have finished applying the applique. You can see how beautiful it looks. So if you have watched to this point, kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share to more people that you thought might need it. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post more video like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.